the wind's really getting up now. No man! What's it been?
Tonight, we look at 6 disturbing camping encounters caught on camera. Real moments, real danger. Don't forget to subscribe for more terrifying footage like this. Let's begin. Uploaded on July 29, 2024. This encounter once again came from the YouTube channel Jordan and Liz, who had already been featured earlier for another intense outdoor moment. On this occasion, their van life journey led them into Grand Teton National Park in Wyoming, where a simple hiking day quickly escalated into something far more frightening. The day began quietly, with the couple waking early and preparing to take on 3 scenic hikes. Although the morning air was chilly, the skies were clear and the conditions seemed perfect for exploration. Instead of using the crowded boat shuttle, they chose the 5-mile round trip on foot. The surroundings reflected the classic beauty of Wyoming: towering peaks, dense forests, and still mountain lakes. Yet what began as a peaceful outing soon turned into one of the most unnerving wildlife encounters of their lives. While on the trail, the pair came across a woman hurrying toward them in clear distress. She urged them to turn back quickly, warning of a bear directly behind her.
Go! Go, bear! Go!
Hey, bear!
Go, bear!
Oh my god, they're coming.
Go!
You have the spray?
Go, bear! Go! Hey! Go! I'm sitting right here. Go! He's moving that way. Go, keep going, keep going.
I thought I was walking right towards this. That's so scary.
So how close did he get to you?
He was literally like where he's standing right there and walking towards us, and he wouldn't stop walking.
The couple had bear spray, but the woman carried no protection at all. Jordan stepped forward with the spray ready while Liz dug through her pack for a whistle. Moving cautiously along the narrow path, they began making noise to alert the animal. Despite their efforts, the bear kept approaching, calm, steady, and unwilling to change direction. The tension peaked when the animal closed the distance to only a few feet from Jordan. Liz, caught between filming and preparing the whistle, missed capturing the closest moment, but managed to record enough to reveal just how near the bear had come. Only after a sharp whistle blast and Jordan holding his ground did the animal finally veer off, climbing into a tree and allowing the group to pass safely. Though no one was injured, the weight of the experience was obvious.
So I'm the worst camera person ever because when I saw the bear, I'm saying I'm the worst camera person ever because when I saw the bear, I freaked out. And then I went to get the whistle out of the bag. I was like, I have a whistle in my bag because we were screaming at the bear and it wouldn't go away. And the lady's like, get the whistle. So then I got the whistle and I freaking ruined the shot. So we were hiking and it's like a very narrow trail and some lady turns around and she's coming towards me and she's like, turn around, walk fast, don't run. I'm like, what's wrong? She's like, there's a bear coming. I'm like, right now it's coming towards you? She's like, yeah, it's coming towards us on the trail. Do you have bear spray? Because she didn't have anything. We're like, yeah, we have bear spray. Jordan had bear spray. I had a knife. Not that I'm going to use it because, like, what am I going to do against a bear? So Jordan goes in the front and he has the bear spray, like, ready just in case. And then we're all, like, the 3 of us being like, hey, bear, like, trying to get it to go away. I felt like I was on an episode of Naked and Afraid. And it wouldn't go away. It was literally just walking towards Jordan like if it was a dog who wanted to get pet or something. So I had to get the whistle out of my bag. And while I was doing that, I kind of missed the part where it was closest to Jordan. And then when I blew the whistle and Jordan like kind of walked towards it, it went up into a tree. And then we were able to pass. So he was holding the bear spray like this while we were passing.
Later, Liz admitted that she felt as though she had stepped into a survival show, calling it one of the most frightening moments of their lives. Even Jordan, who had remained composed throughout, described the standoff as both exhilarating and terrifying. Afterward, they attempted to calm their nerves with a swim in Jenny Lake, but the strain lingered. Liz even reported feeling faint and dizzy, likely from a mix of adrenaline, heat, and cold shock. She recovered quickly, and both reflected on how essential the bear spray, whistle, and level-headedness had been in keeping them safe. They ended the day shaken, yet unharmed, reminded of the raw power that nature holds. Encounters like this highlight just how unpredictable wildlife behavior can be. The bear showed no aggression, but its steady advance was enough to test anyone's composure. Having the right tools, and knowing how to use them, likely made all the difference. What would you have done in their place? Stand firm with spray in hand, or retreat and risk provoking the animal? Hold on a sec. If you're enjoying this so far, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's continue. Uploaded in 2024, this story comes from Cora and the Explorer, a channel run by Keith and his golden doodle, Cora. This time, their wild camping trip led them into the Dungeon Gill area of England's Lake District, with plans to set up camp near Harrison Pike. From the start, the conditions were unstable. Winds were already pushing hard through the valley, setting the tone for what would become one of Keith's most difficult nights outdoors.
Hello and welcome to K&C Outdoors. I'm Keith and this here is Cora, my golden doodle. I think she's classed as a miniature one. So we're out today in the Lake District, in my most favourite part of the world. And actually the most favourite part of the Lake District as well, which is Dungeon Gill. And we're going to be making our way up to Harrison Pike for a wild camp tonight, and we'll have a good time. But it's been quite damp today, which isn't a bad thing really, because I'm trying out some new gear. Sorry, I had a paranormal Velez smock a year or two ago, and I didn't get on with it at all. It leaked a lot through the zips and I wasn't best pleased. But recently I've tried out this Velez jacket and it's been really good. There's a review on my channel, I'll pop a link somewhere. But today, I don't know if I can show you properly from here, I'm trying out these paranormal Velez Cascader waterproof trousers. So we'll see how they go, and I'll pop a separate review on anyway, because this trip isn't about reviews, it's about the beautiful Lake District, a really nice walk and a wild camp. So I'm going to crack on.
At first, the journey seemed manageable. Keith had brought along new waterproof gear, and it quickly became clear how necessary it would be. As they ascended, runoff from the hills turned the trail into slick, rushing channels.
So where we've just crossed here, and normally it's really straightforward, just stepping across a couple of rocks, but today it was really treacherous. Cora, I had to put a lead on her, which was a good job, because Jessie nearly went taken by the water, pulled her back as she slipped.
At one crossing, water levels surged high enough that Cora nearly lost her footing, a moment that revealed just how dangerous the conditions had become. Higher up, thick fog rolled in, reducing visibility to a few feet. The once beautiful landscape shifted into a gray, damp, and hostile environment. When it came time to camp, the search for shelter proved nearly impossible. Every spot was either too exposed to the punishing wind or soaked through with water. With daylight fading, Keith finally settled on a sloped patch of ground just below the summit, uneven and far from ideal. The tent went up under worsening skies. By nightfall, winds screamed across the ridges, hammering the thin fabric, bending poles, and pushing the structure to its limits.
Oh, the wind's really getting up now. It's got really a bit concerned. I have no idea how strong they are, but it's really strong. The tent's getting battered. But I'm double poled and I've got delta pegs in, so at least delta pegs in in the parts that need to be held well. So hopefully it'll hold up well through the night. These little moments of calm, and then the gusts just start in again. So I've just put my little wind meter out. I don't know if it's showing, but there you go. It's showing at the highest with the gusts 70 miles an hour. But as I say, the double pole, it seems okay. But I'm certainly aware that we might have to bail if it gets any worse. Don't want to, we're quite high up. And it's a long way down. see how the night takes us anyway. But for now, oh jeez, see you soon. Genuinely got me a bit worried now. The wind's unbelievably strong. I'm hoping we don't have to bail because it's a long way down to Langdale. But this is the most worried I've ever been camping. It really is gusting strong now. I'll keep it up to date as we go along, but now it's a worry now, really is. The weather's still horrendous at 5 a.m.
Gusts reached hurricane force, over 70 miles per hour, making rest impossible. What followed was a night of raw endurance rather than comfort, as Keith admitted it was the most worried he had ever been while camping. By morning, the storm eased slightly, but the damage was done. The tent was battered, the ground saturated, and Keith was exhausted from hours of relentless wind. Breaking down camp in the soaked, freezing dawn, he reflected on how close the night had come to forcing him to abandon the mountain entirely. Though he had camped in poor weather before, the exposed location and violent gusts made this one of the most extreme episodes he had ever documented. Wild camping is often about preparation, but nature doesn't always leave room for control. Even with reinforced poles and specialized gear, conditions like these can reduce the experience from recreation to pure survival. It raises questions about where the line should be drawn between perseverance and knowing when to retreat. If faced with the same storm on an exposed ridge, would you ride it out like Keith, or pack up and risk the long descent in the dark? Kuba, the creator behind Kuba Mystery, is known for exploring places most people avoid. On this night, he chose a site so notorious that even locals warned against visiting after dark. Hidden in a bamboo grove, the area is marked by an old, moss-covered well with a reputation steeped in tragedy. The story surrounding the well is grim. Years ago, a man working in the grove collapsed while cutting bamboo. He lost his balance, fell into the well, and was fatally impaled before help could arrive. Since then, strange phenomena have been reported nearby: disembodied cries at night, fleeting shadows, and an oppressive sensation of being watched.
Sumur yang ada di samping kita, teman-teman, di sini waktunya ada kejadian seseorang bapak-bapak yang meninggal. Di sana dia potongkan pohon bambu dan bapak itu terjatuh ke dalam sumur ini, teman-teman. Nah, makanya sumur ini digunakan sumur angker. Makanya sumur ini udah tertanam dengan tanah juga sih. Jadi nggak dalam lagi, udah dekatin dengan tanah ini di atas kayak gitu. Jadi di sini dulunya, teman-teman, banyak orang mendengarkan kayak gitu. Di situ ada apa nih? Kayak ada petani di sebelah tempat ini, teman-teman, ada petani. Jadi seseorang itu selalu melihat ada suara-suara aneh di sini. Nah, waktu dia datang ke sebuah lokasi pohon bambu ini, jadi orang itu melihat di sini kayak ada yang jalan-jalan gitu, teman-teman. Ada penampakan kayak gitu. Dan makanya di saat Kuba mendengarkan cerita kayak gitu, dan Kuba sangat penasaran, teman-teman, untuk Kuba kayak gimana untuk bisa masuk ke tempat ini atau enggak, kayak gitu, teman-teman. Nah, jadi pada malam hari ini kita nekat untuk kita saksikan di tempat ini kayak gimana yang sebenarnya, teman-teman.
Despite these warnings, Kuba pressed on and cleared a small patch beneath the towering bamboo to set up camp. As daylight slipped away, the unease began. At first it was faint, subtle noises that might be explained away. But they continued, each one sharper and more persistent. Before long, something pale flickered deep within the grove. A brief flash of white among the trees, gone as quickly as it appeared.
Tuh. Kalian lihat nggak? Hah? Kalian lihat? Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Apa mungkin perasaan Kuba di depan kayak ada melihat sosok putih gitu, tapi nggak tahu itu apa. Astaghfirullahalazim, la ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah Muhammadar Rasulullah, la haula wala quwata illa billah, asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadar Rasulullah. Semua yang ada sosok gaib di sini keluar, nampakkan diri di kameranya. Ayo ke sini, coba kau menghadapiku di sini. Keluar, dimanapun kalian berada, nampaklah wujudlah kamu.
The atmosphere grew heavier, the forest no longer feeling natural, but instead like a stage waiting for something unseen. In Indonesian folklore, bamboo forests are often linked to wandering spirits, particularly sorrowful female figures bound to unfinished stories. Whether or not Kuba subscribed to these beliefs, the alignment of events was difficult to ignore. He tried to continue as planned, building a fire, preparing food, but nothing felt ordinary. Again, the faint white shape appeared between the trees, closer this time, though never fully revealed.
Ngeri banget suara di luar tenda, teman-teman. Allahu Akbar. Takutnya binatang buas datang ke sini. Halo?
Later, strange sounds drifted from the direction of the well, low, rhythmic, and unnerving, like a warning without words. Sleep was impossible. The night became less about documenting and more about enduring, as Kuba balanced between holding the camera steady and holding himself together. By dawn, the activity faded. The oppressive feeling lifted with the light, but the silence that followed carried its own weight. Though Kuba said little at the end, it was clear the night had left a lasting impression. Whether coincidence or something beyond explanation, the events seemed to echo the local folklore tied to the bamboo grove. Some might argue it was stress and suggestion shaping the experience, while others may see the signs as validation of the stories surrounding the well. Was Kuba simply experiencing fear amplified by legend? Or did he truly come face to face with something lingering in the shadows of the grove? This entry comes from the YouTube channel Haunted Rhythm with Robin and Sam, where the pair investigate a site steeped in folklore, Bloody Bride Bridge. Long associated with tragedy, it is said to be one of the most unnerving locations in the area, and their visit quickly unfolds into a night of unease. The legend behind the bridge tells of a bride and groom returning home on their wedding night.
And we decided to do Bloody Bride Bridge this time. And the story behind this one is a bride and a groom were coming home on their wedding night and they crashed their car off a bridge. Okay, so the stories behind this is pretty much if you were to park on this bridge after midnight, the bride and the groom will appear in the back of your car. And the other story that I've heard from a friend is that if you come down here, you will see a car crash, but when you go past it, you will not see anything.
No, I'm just setting them back there for her when she comes.
Well, there's supposedly 4 bridges that intertwine with all of this, and we are parked at the Red Bridge right now, and for some reason we found the most eerie one to go to. So yeah, it's kind of creepy out here. Like, we were all 4 going out at the other bridge, but this one we're kind of...
There was a bunch of construction on the other one, and this one is definitely eerie. It's at the end of a dead end.
There's tons of no parking signs.
Yeah, we can't park on... We're not supposed to park on the street on either side. And this bridge just lays in the middle of like these creepy looking woods, and
there's
a body of
bugs.
Water. Bugs look like little spiders.
Yeah, show her.
Show her.
Or show them.
Sorry my window's so dirty, guys, but you see that? It's crawling around like a dang spider. Look at that. They got so many legs. But there, that's what we're looking at, guys.
The river.
Can't tell me that this isn't eerie as shit.
Their car veered off the road in a fatal crash, leaving the bride dead at the scene. Since then, stories claim that if you park on the bridge after midnight, the ghostly bride, or both newlyweds, may appear in the back seat of your car. Others insist that a phantom car crash can be seen replaying itself, only to vanish as you approach. Robin and Sam explain that several bridges in the area are tied to the folklore, but they chose the so-called Red Bridge. Reaching it means traveling to the end of a dead-end road, bordered by dense woods and water, surrounded by no parking signs. The unsettling environment is compounded by the overwhelming presence of insects, clinging to the car and windows, their unnatural abundance adding to the tension.
Something moved down there?
Yeah. I swear to God.
What did you see? Do you know what the bride's name is?
No.
Hello? Is there anybody here with us? This is so weird. See? Dead end road. Going down dead end.
No parking. No parking. What's down here? I don't even want to try going down there, dude.
That doesn't go anywhere, that does.
Oh, there's a car coming down here.
Determined to follow through, they parked after midnight, turned off the lights, and waited in silence. At first, nothing happened beyond the heavy stillness of the woods. Then, movement near the tree line caught their attention, something shifting just beyond sight. Later, a set of headlights appeared down the road, but within moments, the lights vanished completely. The road had no turnoff, leaving the sighting unexplained.
That's insane.
I'm gonna go right into the water. That would be nuts. There's a car. Hang on. Okay, there was definitely headlights.
You saw that, right? You
Yeah,
can't go
I
anywhere
saw
else.
Headlights. There's no headlights.
Where'd they go?
There's no headlights.
There's definitely somebody just driving down here.
Yeah.
The pair eventually stepped out to explore on foot. The bridge itself felt oppressive, littered with what looked like insect eggs along the railing. Then, distant noises broke the silence.
Come on. Huh?
Are those eggs?
I don't know.
I think those are eggs.
Dude, there be like house spiders on this bridge. I ain't getting that close to this shit. I don't do spiders. What was that? You didn't hear that?
Brief, unclear, and distinctly unnatural, the sounds added a chilling edge to the already heavy atmosphere. No apparition revealed itself, but the night carried an undeniable sense of presence. Strange sights, unexplained sounds, and a lingering tension that matched the bridge's grim reputation. While no direct paranormal figure appeared, the vanishing headlights and strange sounds remained difficult to explain. Were they tricks of the dark and nerves amplified by folklore, or evidence of something more? If you were to sit on Bloody Bride Bridge at midnight, would you expect nothing more than superstition? Or would you be prepared to meet the bride herself? This episode comes from the van life channel Van City Van Life, where Chrome shares candid footage from life on the road. In this installment, he settles into a remote wilderness spot and reflects on how the lifestyle that once felt new and exciting has begun to wear thin. The upload takes on an introspective tone as he describes the slow erosion of novelty after years on the move, quitting a long career, chasing new ambitions, learning new skills, and ultimately discovering that the big shiny thing can lose its luster.
I've made a lot of changes over the last 10 years of my life. Like, I hung up my DJ headphones after a 23-year nightclub career, seeking the next big shiny thing. Then I quit my day job and moved into my van, thinking that's the next big shiny thing. And then I learned how to video edit, thinking that was going to be the next big shiny thing. And then I started a YouTube channel, and then it was the next big shiny thing. I've chased big shiny things my whole life. And now here I am, living in that big shiny dream of mine, and it's not so shiny anymore. That there's parts of this that just aren't as interesting as they were when I first started. I remember the first time making food in a Walmart parking lot. I thought that was the coolest thing ever. The first time I made food in the backcountry on my outside cooktop, I thought that was epic.
Throughout these last few years, we actually had
You're
a
drooling
baby
everywhere,
attack
bro.
for the first time, which
Watching some Gordon Ramsay.
they're babies. They need their dad.
The day passes quietly and peacefully, almost unnaturally so, with little to break the calm until after sunset. Lying in his van, Chrome becomes aware of an odd sound coming from above. At first, it registers as a curiosity, but soon the noise repeats, louder, sharper, and much closer. He steps outside and scans the sky.
What is that noise? You hear that? What the hell is that? Seriously, what the hell is that? It's moving, whatever it is. What the hell is that?
What he finds are groups of large, fast birds moving in tight, coordinated bursts. Each dive toward the tree line is accompanied by a piercing metallic screech, an unnatural, haunting sound, picked up clearly on camera. Initially, he wonders whether the callers might be bats, but seeing the silhouettes of wings against the dusky sky makes it clear these are sizable birds of prey. Hawks or falcons, perhaps, engaging in rapid, coordinated dives.
Wow. Alright, I just seen the birds that are making that noise. Maybe we can catch them on camera. First I thought they might have been bats, but no, they're actually like a bigger bird. There's one right there. Let's see if we can get one close to us here. See the speck there? It's one of the birds that are making all that noise. It's a decent sized bird. Yeah, and then when they dive bomb, I'm guessing to eat insects is when they make that noise. Yeah, you guys probably can't see that on camera.
Chrome later suggests that the sound could be produced by air pressure during the bird's high-speed plunges. While that explanation fits a natural phenomenon, it does not make the experience any less unsettling. Lying alone in a van beneath a forest, the sudden, high-pitched shriek from above transforms the quiet into something eerie. Viewers split in their reactions. Some see a straightforward wildlife encounter. Others point to the odd timing, the precise coordination, and the sharpness of the noise as reasons to suspect something else. Drones, or the broader, long-reported phenomenon of unexplained mechanical sky sounds. The moment stayed with Chrome. Even after trying to brush it off the next morning, the memory of that shriek in the dark lingered. There are plausible natural explanations. Large raptors diving to feed can generate strange audio signatures caused by pressure and wing aerodynamics. Yet the degree of coordination and the metallic quality of the sound leave room for alternate theories, including man-made devices or auditory phenomena amplified by isolation and fatigue. Would you chalk this up to unusual bird behavior, or does the sound and pattern push you toward a stranger explanation? On November 23, 2020, Brazilian YouTuber Luke on YT uploaded a video that began like a typical urban exploration, but ended in one of the most disturbing discoveries his channel has ever recorded. What was meant to be a casual adventure into a rumored abandoned restaurant quickly spiraled into something far darker. Luke explained to his viewers that he had finally tracked down a location he had long been searching for.
E aí, Vi, como é que vocês estão, mano? Tudo beleza com vocês? Mano, o vídeo de hoje eu vou estar indo em busca de um lugar que eu já queria ter muito tempo já encontrado esse lugar, porém eu nunca encontrava porque eu não sabia a localização exata. Mas hoje eu recebi uma grande pista, uma mega pista sobre onde supostamente fica esse lugar e tudo leva a crer que realmente é ele, mas se não for, aí vai ser pernado perdido. Mas eu vou estar saindo de casa daqui a pouco em busca desse lugar e o que eu posso adiantar é que é um restaurante antigo, que meu amigo, pela foto o lugar é muito incrível mesmo. Assim, é um lugar antigo, porém eu não sei datas de construção e também não sei o nome do lugar ainda. E também eu não sei quantos anos de abandono e nem quantos anos esse lugar tem. Mas é isso, então vou deixar de enrolação, vou deixar de ficar falando, vou partir, chama meu primo e a gente vai pegar rumo a esse lugar. Agora vai queimar asfalto pra caramba, porque é longe, mano, é longe. Então, já vai apoiando nós aí nessa mega aventura e vamos partir então.
With only a vague tip to go on, he and his cousin João Vitor set out to explore what they believed was an old, long-forgotten restaurant. The building, remote and crumbling, didn't initially seem unusual.
Mano, olha que lugar louco esse restaurante aqui, velho. Restaurante antigão. Olha isso. Esse é o restaurante, ó. Tomara que dê pra gente entrar, velho. Caraca, eu acho que aqui, ó, ainda é brejeiro, ó. Pô, será que tem como atravessar a passarela? Não tem, né? Ó, lá tem mais coisa pra lá, ó.
Tem. Olha lá, ela vai pra lá, ela sobe.
Vamos lá ver?
Mas esse bagulho cai.
Acho que não cai, não. Acho que cai, não cai. Vamos ali. A gente vai, se vê que tá meio assim, nós nem sobe. Ele vai aqui, maluco. Eu só tô com medo das bikes, hein? Doidão. Como é que desce ali, ó? Aqui, ó, tudo quebrado, queimado, ó. Cara, vai ter que descer aqui, ó, pra ir lá. Caraca, velho. Cuidado cair, hein, filho. Tô filmando você. Se você cair, é vídeo cacetada. Vai ficar paraplégico.
É, que é brejeiro mesmo.
É brejo, né?
Mas dá pra tentar atravessar ali no mato, viu?
Mas olha lá o final, ó.
Ô, Luca.
Que?
Ali sai no muro atrás do outro restaurante.
É mesmo?
Broken tiles, collapsed walkways, and discarded bottles spoke only to years of neglect. Navigating flooded pathways and unstable flooring, they carefully moved deeper inside. At first, it was just another decayed structure. But as they passed through the back rooms, they began to notice unsettling signs.
Tô com medo de cobra aqui, ó. É louco, eu tô com medo de cobra. Não vai não, dá um pulão, vem. Eu também bati. Nossa, olha que essa árvore.
Mano, deixa eu ver aqui. Deixa eu pegar o holofote. Meu Deus. Cuidado aí, mano. Nossa, aqui meu pé aqui. Brilhando, tá.
Nossa, machucou.
Deixa eu pegar
Eu não tô aqui na minha cara, não.
Juntou. Olha que conta. Mano, só vai voltar, vai ser aventura, hein, tiozão. Pra voltar vai ser mais fácil. Mano, conseguimos entrar no bagulho. Ih, graças a Deus, João Vitor. Boa, menor. O que tem aqui? Usuários.
Nossa, Luca, olha que bagulho.
Eu não consigo ver, mano. O que é? Caraca, cuidado do chão aí, João. O que tem aí? Nossa, isso aqui. Essa rachadura. Mano, olha essas paredes, velho. Vamos ver o que tem mais pra lá, ó.
That suggested the site wasn't entirely abandoned. Clothing, tarps, and personal belongings scattered across the floor. It was when they reached a far bedroom that everything changed.
Entra de uma vez pra ver. Pede licença.
Licença. Eita, tô ralando aqui, João. João, tô ralando aqui.
Ô, Luca, pode ter caseira aí.
Ô, tá cheio de roupa.
Entra de uma vez pra ver. Pede licença.
Licença. Mano, olha aquilo ali, velho. Não, mano.
Tem um corpo.
Nossa, velho. Ai, meu coração, mano.
O que tem ali?
Ai, mano, meu coração, velho, tá batendo muito forte.
Sai daqui.
Ai, mano.
Eu vou sair daqui.
Não, olha ali, mano.
O que tem ali?
Olha ali, velho. Mano, olha aquilo, mano. É mentira. Ô, João, olha aquilo lá, velho. É mentira. Ô, João, olha aquilo lá, velho.
Ah, mentira.
On a bed, they found what they initially mistook for a mannequin. But a closer look revealed the truth. It was a body, motionless, partially decomposed, and disturbingly left in place. Shock hit instantly. They didn't touch anything. They didn't investigate further. Instead, panic set in, and they fled the building with the camera shaking as they ran into the night. Outside, Luke tried to steady himself, saying he needed to alert the authorities, but unsure how to even begin explaining what they had seen. The video ended with him still in disbelief, filming the restaurant from a distance, the weight of what they had uncovered settling in. To this day, viewers still speculate. Was the body evidence of foul play, a tragic accident, or simply the remains of someone forgotten in a place no one visits? With no follow-up provided in the video, the discovery remains shrouded in mystery. Was this a chance encounter with tragedy, or does the abandoned restaurant hide a deeper, darker story waiting to be uncovered? That's all for tonight's video. Which encounter gave you chills? Let us know in the comments below. Got your own experience? We want to hear it. And whatever you do, don't miss what's coming next.